She agreed, and I love her when she talks because she's so down to earth with the whole conversation. So today, let me give you a description of her. She's a wife. She's a proud mother, a person who has a strong work ethic, who will help anyone she can, which is true, either in her team or not. She was looking for some extra income, and she worked at corporate America like so many other people we know have worked. And she topped out. Listen to this. She topped out with her pay, and they told her, who's they? Her business, her company. They told her she couldn't make any more promotions. In other words, you're maxed out where you can go. And she said, okay. And she found ACN, and she got into business. And let me tell you about this lady. She got into business to make a couple $100 just to kind of play her. And then when she hit regional director, she said this, I'll never forget. She said, my God, I should have did this a long time ago because I need to do it for not just for me, but for my team. So let that be a guide to you. You need to do this not just for you, but for your team, to let them see it's possible for them. Does that make sense? Without further ado, regional director from Fresno, California, the great, the one and only incomparable, Miss Evelyn Phipps. Can we give her a hand this morning? Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Uh-oh. Your phone's on mute, dear.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Absolutely. You look great.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for that lovely introductory. I mean, coming from you, Mr. Thomas, that means a lot. You know, I don't take this lightly because this is his platform. I'm not nowhere near him, but anytime I can speak, and like he tells me, you don't know who's listening. Somebody might be touched. And trust me, you guys, when I say this, this is way out of my comfort zone, way out of my comfort zone. I love helping people. I'm a nurturer. I don't know if it's the mother in me, but that's just me. When I was younger, my mom used to tell me, you used to give all your toys away. Anybody who liked your stuff, you would give it away. And I go, really? And she said, yeah, that's the way you were. So I guess I'm a nurturer. Anyway, going forward, I want to talk about Follow-Up Friday. We always hear it. We always hear it. It's so important. You guys, I can't even go back and tell you how much I probably lost by not following up. Even when somebody sees the business and they say, let me think about it, we really need to start calling them back on Friday. Okay, so if he saw it on Thursday, maybe wait till Saturday. But anybody who sees it in the beginning of the week, start calling them back Friday. And if they're still, give me a month, give me this, just drip on them, you guys, drip on them. I've learned to do that because I don't know how many people I could have lost, okay? So I'm just gonna go over a few things. And first and foremost, for those who don't know me, I'm Mrs. Evelyn Phipps. Yes, I started this business a while back, mainly because my husband, of no fault of his own, was going to have back surgery. Wear and tear of our bodies, you know, doing all kinds of things. He is in construction, but he is more into the units, like he does the air conditioning, things like that, electrical stuff. So, but wear and tear of his body, he was going to have back surgery. Like Mr. Thomas said, I came from corporate America. I was a supervisor, you guys, for a big, huge company that is still thriving to this day. But when they tell you, you cannot make any more, you are capped out, we love you. We want you to still keep training people. We want you to keep working with us because you're like the dictionary of this business. You know everything, but you can't make any more. And how many people has that happened to? Because we all know that the CEO is not going anywhere. And when they're up here and you're a worker bee down here, even though you're a supervisor, manager, whatever, you're working your tail off at salary where you just no overtime, no nothing. I mean, people can contest to the hours I used to put into that business. You know, I watched babysitters raise my daughter, pretty much, my children. So long story short, I needed an extra stream of income. I was showing this ACN business by some dear friends of mine who worked with me, who to this day are still my mentors. Just staying coachable, you guys. Coachable is a big word. Staying coachable and getting out of our comfort zone, because it was hard for me. I love people, but asking them for a favor was not my cup of tea. So staying coachable and doing everything. 2.5 years in this business, I retired myself. When they told me I was capped out, I said, okay, well, you can take your cap because I'm leaving. And I've just been doing ACN, you know, and helping my team. That's what it's all about. Like Mr. Thomas said, once I became regional director, it opened up so many other windows. I mean, I cannot explain this to you guys. Am I doing anything different? No, I'm still doing the same basics where we peak people, where we, you know, prospect, where we do this, but I'm teaching more, and I'm loving the fact that my team is more responsive. They needed to see me grow. They needed me to be promoted, I guess, because they all were excited. They all said, okay, you made it possible, so now I know I can do it. And I love that. I love that about my team. So I want to talk about one person, because we're going to tell you how important Follow-Up Friday is, and just following up and staying connected to people. Mary Perez, are you on the phone? I'd like to introduce you. Are you there, Mary? Can you hear me? You might need to unmute yourself. Let me tell you a little bit about this lady. She came in my organization. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, let me just say a few words about you, Mary. She came in my organization a few years ago under one of the ladies that is in my business. I got to meet her and I saw the potential in her. She is an entrepreneur, a mother, a wife, very hard worker. I mean, I saw a lot of me in her. And what I mean by that is we're very old school, very old school. Knowing all the ins and outs about a phone was not our business. I mean, I didn't even care. But learning about everything, I see the potential. I see how it works. So Mary, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay, my name is Mary Perez, and I married my husband Manuel, and he's a Vietnam War veteran. And I'm a mother of a daughter and 3 sons, 16 grandchildren, and 5 great-grandchildren. And before I married, I had my own business. I had a hamburger place. And then I married and moved to another town, and we opened 2 businesses. I had gone to school to be a cosmetologist and have been doing that for 36 years. And the laundromat, we had it for 8 years. And because of the competition and the vandalism that was going on, we had to close. And now with the situation, I've put more time into ACN. And
Awesome.
also and with you. You've been my mentor.
Well, you know what? We've kind of grown together. And let me explain that, because like I said, we're old school. As I learned things, I went to Coalinga and I taught Mary, like the computer, how to get apps, how to do things, how to send things, how to post, things like that. So we actually learned together. I was constantly helping her. I was constantly doing PBRs for her, things like that, you know, so she can learn too. We read books together. She got books, I got books, you know, we were constantly doing mindset things for our mind, self-development and stuff. But let me explain, let me ask you this. All the internationals you've been going to with my direction and helping you and giving you rides, the last one we went to, which was not an international, it was a separate event in Lake Tahoe. What happened to you when you came out of that?
I was very excited. And because of being time free, I couldn't sleep. And I've been, I just dove in and trying to learn more and more of the business and getting out of my comfort zone.
Yes, because you were always such a quiet, a reserved person. Mary's like very shy, very, very shy. And she, just this last year, I noticed it when we came back. She was going 100 miles an hour, 100 miles an hour. And she was telling me, I can't even sleep. She had the ACN insomnia full force. Even though before, when she first got in, she still had a lot of businesses she was taking care of. She was still a mom. So ACN was more like a very, very, very part-time, maybe 1 day, 2 days a week. Now, with everything that's been going on, tell us a little bit. How was your business last year, your hairstyling business?
Yeah, I've been closed most of the time.
Yeah.
It's been really, really bad. So, yeah.
But staying plugged in,
Yes.
listening to, getting on Mr. Thomas's calls, listening to everybody. I'm telling you, you guys, this is a totally different person. I see it. I hear it in her voice. I see her. She was so shy. She didn't even want her camera on. Now she's like in there like 10, 15 minutes early logging on. She's waiting for the message. And I've taught her how to drip on people, how to stay plugged in. Okay, this lady brought a gentleman to one of our Saturday events 2 years ago. 2 years ago, and it was her brother-in-law. But she said, he's an entrepreneur, Evelyn, and I know he would do so good. Well, let me tell you about this man. He is an entrepreneur. He's got a great background. He had 2 or 3 businesses, I think, in Sacramento. But lo and behold, through life got in the way. He started losing his eyesight. And so he is now legally blind. But he's not letting that stop him at all. Right, Mary?
No, he had an emergency and he had to leave to LA for something to do with his blindness.
Oh, so is he on the call today or no?
No, he's not available because he had to leave.
Okay, tell us a little bit about him and how excited he is to join the business.
He's very excited. He ran 3 restaurants in Sacramento, and he understands it because he was a truck driver and the way that they get paid. So he understands residual income. So yes, he's very excited. It's just there's a few hurdles, but we're getting through them together.
So I talked to him yesterday too, and he gave us a date. He's going to be joining the ACN business on February the 5th. This gentleman, like I said, being legally blind, he's not letting anything stop him. He's not letting anything stop him. He tells me I do a radio 2 or 3 times a week, and he drives to Sacramento and does the radio. He has a call that he does. And so he's got a lot of people on a Zoom call. And I said, oh my God, this is amazing. I mean, he's still an entrepreneur to this day. He still does things and owns things, and he's still going forward. He's not letting his blindness stop him. And the whole point of all this is Mary has stayed completely connected to him, giving him information when we come back to certain events, keeping him plugged into our calls with Mr. Thomas, our weekly calls, that he said, okay, that's it. I'm going to join. I'm joining. I'm done saying I'm going to, I really am. And we've already discussed how he's going to get qualified and everything. So I just want to let you guys know that staying plugged to people is important, really important, because I have a lot of people that I still drip on, and they keep telling me, I'm going to do it this year, Mrs. Phipps. I'm going to do it. I'm coming in, And I got 2 people last year that said they were going to come in, and they did. People that had saw the business maybe 5 years ago. So staying connected to people is really important, whether they say yes or no. Like Mr. Thomas says that, and I've heard Jocelyn say that. I've heard Mr. Lewis say that several times. A no today does not mean a no forever, you guys. It does not mean a no forever, especially now. People are losing their jobs. Maybe they're part-time. Even teachers, a lot of them, the schools aren't open and things. So yeah, they're working, but they're not happy. I've talked to some of them. They're not happy. They don't like that kind of work. They want to be in classrooms doing things, actually, making a difference. And to them, they don't feel like they're doing that. So you need to keep plugged into people that say, it sounds good, it's interesting, but I got to think about it. We need to learn how to communicate with those people. Say, okay, what is it that you need to think about? Just curiosity. What is it that you need to think about? Is it the money? Because if the money was out of the way, would you join today? Most people would say yes. And here's the thing, you guys. It used to be $4.99. It's $1.99 now. That's kind of like an ouch for somebody who doesn't have $1.99. But I'm not trying to put anybody down or anything. There are people that are really hurting. If you can show them how they can make that and then some in their first, it should be in the first two or 3 days, really. They can make that and then double it with the bonuses we have set forth just by getting customers, you guys. I want to share another little thing with you. I had an appointment yesterday. I walked in. Before I even sat down, the gal there goes, "Oh, Evelyn, before I forget, my husband wants you to call his grandma and give her and set her up with Vivint. She also is paying way too much for her TV, her internet, and her phone. He wants you to help her like you helped us." I said, "Sure, absolutely. Here's a piece of paper, write her name down, her address, and I'll call her when we're done." You guys, I didn't do anything to get that. Well, I shouldn't say that, because that person is already my customer. And that person is a business owner. That person has given me like 5 or 6 Vivints and 4 ID seals and 3 TVs accounts. It's all word of mouth. Why does she continue to do that? Because I am good to her. It's all about when somebody becomes your customer, you guys, give them a thank you card. Say how appreciative you are. Because I do that, and I also drip on her because she's my customer. She's an entrepreneur, and I keep telling her, you know how much money you can be making that's going over your head because you continue to give me customers? But I'm constantly letting her know, she's seen the business and she says she likes the business, but she's so passionate in what she does. And she goes, when I'm ready to retire altogether, she goes, I will jump in with that business. But isn't that so awesome? I did nothing. I walked in and I got Vivint yesterday, which is why I wasn't on the call last night. And I was on the phone for like 2 hours because Vivint was negotiating and going back and forth. So I got Vivint. I have an appointment with her tomorrow because it was just too hard for me to explain how the TV works and stuff. So I said, why don't I just go over there? But that can be anywhere from 8, 5. It could be 16 points. It could be 16 points. And that same lady gave me 29 points the prior month. You guys, you have to stay vigilant with your customers. That's part of Follow-Up Friday as far as I'm concerned, because I'm constantly dripping on them. Hey, just wanted to let you know, if you know of anybody who needs this or that, refer me, remember me, or I'm sending them little gift cards or a thank you card with the Starbucks in it, $5 Starbucks. Things like that. Over the holidays, I made the cookies. I don't know. I was excited because that lady is a hairdresser, and there was a gentleman that used to be an ACN, and that was his hairdresser. Okay. And he was an ACN and never talked about the business to her. She was not my hairdresser. I met her through somebody else. And just her being a business owner, I approached her, I went in her business. I said, you know, I'd like to try to show you how I can help you with your overall expenses. And she said, oh, great, how? And I made an appointment with her and had a consultation with her. She grabbed everything. Then when she bought her house, she grabbed everything. She wasn't even my hairdresser, but with the circumstances the way they are, I try to go to her at least once a year. And she does my hair. So you guys, it's really all about the follow-up. Follow-up, follow-up. Mary, have you learned anything about follow-up? Are you on or not? Oh, you're on mute. Unmute yourself.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes. Have you learned a lot about following up on people?
Yes, I have. Because
Yeah, go on.
as you're planting, you plant the seed and you just keep watering, you know?
Exactly. There's a lot of people that she brought in brought to presentations the year or so before, but they were so busy. And we have slowly, she has her list, slowly started going back and mentioning things, and they're thinking, people are thinking about it, because, times are tough right now. We don't know what's going to happen. Things are always different when things change, a new commander in chief and things like that. Things change. So we don't always know what's going to happen. And so you guys really need to be keep your contact list close. Take notes, write down what they said. Even if they saw the video, weren't interested, okay, not interested. You know what? I still go back to those people. A couple of months later, hey, so-and-so, you saw the business about 6 months ago, you weren't interested. I just wanted to ask you if I could show you a few other things because things have changed. We've added this to our portfolio and stuff. Oh, really? Yeah, I plug them into a call. Do a Zoom call. People are hurting, you guys. People are hurting. So, Mr. Thomas, that was all I had. But if people want to ask questions, it's all about planting the seed and watering it. I love flowers and plants. I'm constantly watering. So that's easy for me to remember now because way back when I first started, that was my downfall. I had so many people coming and seeing the business and I would forget to stay in contact with them. But now anybody I meet is in my phone. P for prospect, C for customer, M for maybe. Didn't want to be in the business, but they're still a maybe. And, and I also write them down. I write down everything. Mr. Thomas, are you there?
Oh, absolutely. There have not missed not one word you said today. Trust me. I've got notes over here. And I think the most important thing, everybody, is the money is in the follow-up. Follow-up Friday, follow-up. Follow up on everybody you talked to recently. Talk to everybody you talked to last month, last week. But follow up. My God, the money is in the follow-up. I was taking my walk this morning. Guy I talked to got his number. And he said, I said, you get the video? Look, oh no. So I send the video back out. He gets off at 3 o'clock. I'm following back up with him. The money is in the follow-up. Does anybody have any questions for Miss Evelyn Phipps before we she just keeps it so simple. And that's what I love about it. When she comes on, because when you hear her talk, it's like, is it that simple? Yes. Yes, it is that simple. She is so awesome. Can we show some love to Miss Evelyn Phipps? Let's give her some love. Keep it simple. That's right. That's right. The kiss. Keep it simple. Golly, so simple. Tonight at happy hour, remember, if you got new IBOs, new persons got qualified, get the information to Mr. Bree Clemens right after this is over with and get them on the call tonight because we want to highlight them. Also, Mr. Sam Foster, make sure you're on the call. Miss Belinda Batiste, make sure you're on the call because I know you guys got new people from Wednesday night's call I did. So let's get those folks on the call. And Does anybody have any questions before we end the call from Miss Evelyn? And don't forget tonight, like I said, it's 6 o'clock happy hour. But anybody have any questions? 100% Miss. Yeah, this has been a great call. It'll be posted back on Destiny International in a couple hours, so you go back and review it. Anybody have any questions?
You guys, it's all about just being yourself. You got to humble yourself and let them know why you're doing the business. Why? People knew my story, and even some of my family members didn't know. And when I told them my story, they go, you got to be kidding, So you got to just let people know, and then just be yourself. I mean, after you've been in the business a while, people learn to refer. I mean, this lady has, well over 100 points just on her alone. Sheesh, I'm gonna have to start a new leg. I know, she's awesome. I didn't even do anything. I just walked in. Said, hey, you got to call so-and-so. I called, set it up. We got Vivint. I'm going over there Saturday, do her TV and internet. And I already plugged in some things, but it was just, I needed to be there in person because over the phone, she's older, I want to explain to her.
Wow.
So I love it.
Any questions? How to keep it simple? She just keeps it so simple. See, I know Liza said, well, I can't be Mr. Thomas, but Miss Evelyn Phipps breaks it down so simple. I can't be a Chris King or Miss Rose, but she keeps it so simple. And another person that keeps it simple like that is regional director, Miss Luana Panay. Keeps it simple. She keeps it simple, just simple. See, so you got from one gamma to the other gamma and everything in between. I don't know why. It's just so simple. Hey, I want to thank you, Miss Evelyn Phipps. What a great down-to-earth conversation she had about simplicity. Can we show some love to her? Because she just loves on everybody. And can
I answer one question?
Yes, ma'am. You can take as much.
Asked a question. Hang on just a minute. Let me see who it was. Cardinal? Do you have a specific rhythm of following up, and is it real? Okay. Yes, I do. As somebody sees the business, I make a checklist. Who's really interested, who says it sounds good, but I don't know. I like my neighbor. I mean, I didn't even know her. I just met her like Mr. Thomas walking. She's down the street. She knew I was retired, wanted to know what I did. So I plugged her into a Zoom thing. And she said, well, it seems okay, but it's not me. And I go, well, what's not you? She goes, I don't like to bug people. And I go, have I ever called you and bugged you about anything? She said, no. I go, I never do. You either see it or you don't. But here's the thing. She's been on vacation. I ran into her yesterday. She asked me, how's it going? And I go, God, if you only knew. And I left it at that. I go, it's been so amazing. I was walking my dog, so I just said, it's been so amazing. But I just leave bits and things like that about my business. I mean, people saw me when I got my brand new car and paid cash for it. I got rid of my Cadillac and got another bit. People see that. And then they ask me, are you still doing? I go, why wouldn't I? I have the best of life. I mean, I get to stay home. I'm always busy, but I mean, I'm staying home. I'm not having to go and go through the riffraff of driving to work. I do it on my time. And throughout my day, you guys, when I'm doing my errands, when I'm going to my appointments, the business is always in my mind. I mean, yesterday, I just was walking in. I hadn't even sat down yet. And the business came to me. It approached me before I even had to open my mouth. So, I mean, it's really easy, but make a list. I would make a list, get one of those manila folders, make a list of who's seen the business, what their thoughts were, brown apple, green apple, like that. Who doesn't have the money right now, find ways where they can save, Back in the day, we used to have yard sales for the young students that didn't have the money. And we would make money like that, but $1.99 is not that hard anymore. So, take your cans in, things like that, recycle. But
Wow,
you
there's a tip right there. Recycle. There's a will, there's a way.
there
Hey,
is.
can you guys post again, Miss Ismail? Put it the chat, Destiny International. Some of you IBLs don't even know. You hear about it, but we're going to put it up again in the chat because some of you need to go back there and relook at some of these recordings we've done. I mean, you could go back again and people in your organization, let them know that they go back and look at it around their schedule, because this is so important. I mean, we got the best information outside the convention right here in Destiny International. And you guys are, don't miss the boat on it. Take an hour a day and go look at one. Take another hour in the evening, look at another one. But look.
I do that at the gym. I'll plug in somebody who was on, a week before or something. I love listening over and over to different people and their ideas and their mindset, things like that, you guys. It's very easy, like Mr. Thomas said. It's on YouTube, just, plug it in.
When I asked Miss Evelyn to do the call on the call, and she had her face blocked, and I said, let me see, and she took it off, and she was actually on the treadmill. Think about that. Listen to AC on the treadmill. What did she say? Let me go back, and I want you guys to highlight. I don't know if you guys heard this, but let me highlight what she just said in the last 3 minutes. And I've said this before, and some of you understand you're paranoid about going out of your house. You're paranoid. You got friends, some family members might have been taken out by this situation out here. And I want to apologize if you think, if you're scared to go out. I get that part. I get that. But for most of us, what did she say? Let me regurgitate what she said in the last 3 minutes. She says she was out on a walk with her dog. How many guys told me, you hear me talking? This morning, I was already out taking my walk and got another guy who I got to see at 3 o'clock. Get out of your house if you're not afraid. Excuse me. I apologize. Some of you are paranoid. I get it. But those who are like me were not. I've had it. I'm out. I'm talking to people. Okay. But watch this. I was out on a walk with my dog. Did you guys hear what she said? That's why I'm going to regurgitate this guy. I don't know. She says, I was out on an appointment the other day, ran into somebody, and I was doing my errands. You see how you do ACN? Look how simple she broke it down. I walking my dog, my neighbor came to me, and what her neighbors say? I don't want to bug people. Why do people think that? Hello? And what did Miss Evelyn say to her? Have I ever bugged you? No. Are you guys catching this? I love that. I'm not a salesman. Who said you had to be one? It's all in their little mind. And I love how Miss Evelyn handled it. Says, did I have ever bugged you? No. Matter of fact, you approached me. That was a seminar right there. I had to write that down. So can you take your dog for a walk? Or could you take yourself for a walk around the block? And it's waving folks. What about when you're out on errands? Miss Evelyn, you are just a blessing. A blessing.
You guys, if I can do it, you can do it. I know it because I am not techie at all. At all. They had to teach me how to use my flashlight on this iPhone. So I am not techie. And I'm learning as I'm going. Don't let it stop you. Don't let it slow you down. Get in and just follow your coach. Get on Mr. Thomas's calls. Look at Mary. Mary is so quiet, was so quiet. Lovely lady, but she was just very quiet. She is a monster now. She's a beast. She's out there calling everybody. And if they say no, I don't care. Go to the next one. Before, it used to affect her. Not anymore. She's learned, you know what? They are not paying my bills. They're not my retirement. So she is on fire and I love it. That's what I want to see. That's why I continue to keep going, to see my team keep going. I got a gentleman in LA who couldn't be on the call. We still work together. We call each other. I plug him into all these. I'm constantly sending him the videos and he calls me and he's getting customers for his mom because he put his mom in the business. It's the love of a son and a mom, and he's helping her. And he's so self-developed himself, so Doesn't matter where they're at, long distance or not, the Zoom is the best thing out there. We don't have to drive the hours to get there anymore. We got the Zoom now. So if I can do it, you guys can do it. I mean, I see a lot of faces in here, a lot younger than me. You guys are beautiful faces. Some of the women, you got nothing to fear but fear itself. So just let that go out the window.
Yeah, thank you. I love what she just said again.
I better shut up.
I'm gonna speak English again. What she just said, I loved it. She lets everybody on her team know about these calls. Question: are you letting everybody on your team know about these calls? Probably. I don't know. I don't care if it's 3 people, 4 people. How big are you letting the people know? Why do you think I send a text message out every morning? Why do you think I get the people who do the month to month? I send out their video. I send out their photo every month. If I send it to you, can you forward it on to your people? See, it's really a simple system, folks. And Miss Evelyn is just an epitome of success by just duplicating what she's learning and implementing it. Guy in LA, I just sent videos, let them know about these calls. My ear is just on fire over here, hearing how simple she keeps it, because it is simple. Now, I'm gonna say this in closing: just don't hear these words, but implement these words. Don't just be hearers of it, just be doers of it as well. Anything else, Miss Evelyn Phipps? Oh, God, I love this.
I learned this from you, Mr. Thomas, because way back when you used to send us little quotes, like little quotes to just get us going before the call. So I have, like, I want to say 4 to 5 people I send quotes daily. They're not even on the team. And you know what they tell me? Oh my God, I needed to hear that. I needed that today. So you guys, that's part of dripping. They're not on my team yet, but they will be. So I just want to give it back to you, Mr. Thomas, because I learned a lot of stuff, dripping and things like that, sending little powerful quotes from you and Miss Rose Guerrero, because she was doing that. And I says, oh, I can do that. You always did it to us. I said, I can do that. I send little things, or some of the little pictures that Mr. Thomas sends the leaders, I send to them when it's appropriate for them, things that they need to see, like the 9 to 5ers and this and that, and putting in all those hours and getting nothing for it. So things like that. Yeah, they need to see it because they're overworking, or some of them don't have enough money. But that was it. I just hope this helps you guys, because you have no idea. I had to grow. I had to grow myself. And it's all mindset, reading books. I've just put in an order yesterday for 4 more books. Different books, but self-development books that I got.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I got some of the advice from you, one of the books. So, but others that I wanted. Go on.
I just love it. Just so duplicatable. Who remember what was the text? I like to send a message out about 7 in the morning, 2 hours for our call, so people can read it. Because if you guys start doing what she just said, forwarding down people that you know, and whether they're NAC or not, it gets their minds thinking. And what was the text this morning? Can anybody pull it up and read it real quick, Miss Miss Ismail and Mr. Bree Clement, or any of the RDs on the line? Just pull it up real quick. The guided today, and just read it to everybody, because I do those every day, because I got to help people start their day off in the right mindset and to think about where they're at. And it's a powerful thing to do early in the morning, about 7. Now you guys can send this out to everybody. What would happen?
That's a good one too, because it says retirement starts at 67. That's a good one to send out to those few people that I'm dripping on.
Read the rest of it, please.
Okay, hang on. Life expectancy is 81. Work for 50 years to maybe enjoy 11. Start enjoying life now. No one is guaranteed tomorrow. That is so true. So true. Nobody is guaranteed.
Yes. Just text me your, here's the thing. If you sent that out to everybody, hold on, let me get it. If you sent that to everybody that's in your phone, what do you think would happen? You think a couple of these people start thinking like, maybe I need to check out what Mr. Cage is doing. Maybe I need to check out Mr. Alexander's doing. Maybe I should need to check out Miss Wood. Do you realize that's what we call dripping? They're not in the business, but send them out something to make them think. Every one of
The
you got
people that are thinking,
hundreds and tens. Go ahead.
the people that said no, that are thinking, that waiting for their money. You know, your list, you guys should be sending those out. I do that. Eventually, they're going to start, you know what, you're right. You know what, you're right. You guys, Mr. Thomas gives it to us. Just send them out. I send them out to my people.
And think about this. They might have said no 6 months ago, but they didn't get that little $600 stimulus check. Guess what they're thinking, Mr. Corey? And all of a sudden a text come through, Mr. Sherman, and you go like, dang, man, I've been thinking about that. I need to, yeah, this makes so much sense. You'd be surprised what a text will do and drip on them every day with one, a good one. As long as that ACN, just send it to them. Send it to them. I sent out about 632 messages in the morning. You know what? And every now and then I get a person who's even in the business. I'm not doing ACN, take me off the list. Delete. I don't get personal, delete. I can't help that person. I can't help that person. God bless you. Life changes for everybody recently. Have you noticed? So every 90 days, you got a fresh to go back at them. I don't even wait 90 days. I wait 45. Because this situation now, people are desperate. I was, like I said, I was in a line. Matter of fact, I'll be at church again, handing out food to people in need. I served 350 people last week for a couple hours before I left. And out of those people, I saw 23 families living in their car. How sad is that? I saw people drive up with brand new cars. Like, you got a brand with the stimulus check. You guys don't understand because you're not getting out, walking around, right, and seeing people. Some of you staying in the house, you're cooped up. I get you're scared. Some of you, I understand.
Just keep your mask on. Keep your mask on and go out. You know, I mean,
I got plenty of masks.
I don't know.
I'll send you some. I mean, I'm not letting this change my lifestyle.
No. You know what? Because
control.
Tomorrow's not guaranteed, you guys. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. You got to live your life.
I'm telling you. Let me share this with you. I would never want to have this happen to me. I hope it don't happen to you. They put you in the ground, and here's what your tombstone said. They were going to do something with their life. They were thinking about it. They got started in ACN, but they got scared by people and what they heard through the news media, which is propaganda. I mean, just lying to it. But they were going to do something one day, and they never fulfilled the destiny. So I brought them home because they were wasting time. Or flip it over. Al Thomas, that son of a gun, he traveled the world. He helped thousands of people. 18 became millionaires. Been in this blah, 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 blah. And he lived a full life. He lived life for 25 other people that didn't expect this because they did nothing with theirs. So I gave him extra time on earth because he was changing people's lives. Wasn't scared.
Can I give one more nugget? Mr. Thomas,
please do, dear. Go for it.
I was just thinking about this because this was my biggest fear when I first started was family members or friends maybe not wanting to do the business. And you know how they all say, oh, you're doing one of those things. You guys, if that's the way they are, just let it go. Don't even call them anymore. I prefer myself to prospect people I don't even know. It's so much easier because if they say no, it doesn't bother me. You know, like when like your best friend says no, okay, seriously? I mean, I'm thinking in my mind, how much have I done for you in your life, but okay, let it go, because those are the ones that are going to bring you down. Go prospect people. There's so many people. I have met so many people. My business is thriving by people I never even knew. Let me put it that way. Those are the ones that made my legs really big. So it's not a family member. Like Mr. Thomas says, he doesn't have anybody in the family. I'm not saying hate on them, just around holidays, like he does, when you have to. Otherwise, just do your own thing. It's better for me to prospect people I don't even know. Because if they say no, it's, okay, that's, no problem. You're just trying to help the people that are out there that want the help. And we've got the solution. If I'm going to do any market level business, this is it. I don't want to be selling things. I'm not selling anything. I'm sharing a way you can make money using the same stuff you use every single day, habitually, without even being told, hey, use your phone today. Put the light on today. Hey, go take a hot shower, cook some food. I don't have to tell them that. They're going to do it. It's a no-brainer. So you guys, we've got the best of the best. Go out there with confidence. Know that you have the best. You're not selling anything. Mr. Thomas has always told us, we are sharing a simple way that they can save money or make money. And if we can't save you any money, I'm not going to change your service. I've done that a couple of times to friends of mine. Oh, no, I want to help you. No, you're actually getting $1 less than what I could offer. And I'm willing to let them stay with what they have. But they will get other services because of the honesty and the integrity that I'm bringing with me. So just be yourself, you guys. Forget family members and friends. If they don't want to do it, they are watching you. Trust me, they are watching you. And when it starts working and you start making money, they're going to come around. How did you do this again? How do you do this? Well, let me see if I have time. Let me see. I got to make an appointment for you. I know you were friends, but I'm busy and my time is my money. Just, you know what? I'm sorry, but you know what, you guys, you just got to make it simple. Just be yourself. I know there's a lot of wonderful people on this call because you joined ACN and it makes you even a better person than you even thought you had it in yourself. This is a business about integrity and it will bring out the best of the best.
I love it.
Okay, I'm done.
No, dear, I want to regurgitate again what she said. I love it. Your friends and family, you may love them and they love you. We get that, but they may not support you. Look, they're great friends and family, but strangers, watch this. A stranger don't know you, so they don't they don't prejudge you. Look at the word prejudice. Slice it in half. It says prejudge. Your friends and family are still prejudging you. They're still mad about the $4.50 you borrowed 6 years ago. They're still mad about the cookware that they dropped off they never got back. They're still mad at you about the spoon you never brought back to their house. They're still mad about the lawnmower not being returned. See, they're judging. Look, a stranger can't judge you because they don't know you. Have you noticed one other example? Everything you do financially, from banking to insurance, they're not done with a friend, they're done with a stranger because you don't want them in your business. So go out there and talk to strangers. A stranger will quicker than a friend will. I've been there for 27 years. I got one person in my daughter. She's already quit. God bless her. But guess what? The beat still goes on. It doesn't matter she went to private school because ACN. It doesn't matter. Go out there and talk to people. I love it. Oh my God, I love it. Miss Evelyn, you are just amazing. Amazing. We love you so much. I enjoyed today. It's just down home, down right in your faces. Here we go. This is how we do it. Can we get you back February the 9th? It's a Tuesday. It's in a couple weeks, February the 9th. If you guys want Miss Evelyn Phipps to come back, put in the chat. Please come back February 9th. Come on, real quick. Put it in the chat. It's a Tuesday.
I'm going to say yes right now. My book's over there. So I'm going to say yes. If something comes up and I can't, I'll let you know. But I like to talk about what I do, you guys, every day. Okay.
February the 9th. We got you in the book, February the 9th. If nothing changes, we got her in the book, y'all. Hey, God bless everybody that called today. Go do something to push your business forward. If you can get out of the house and do a walkabout like I do. You know, today I've got Walmart. I've got Sam's Club to go to. I'm doing a walkabout. Please come back. Straight talk. Miss Pat Robinson. Thank you for coming back, Miss Kathleen Williams. Just straight talk. That's all this is. Straight talk.
You guys, and I'm no one special.
Like, how'd you get that new car?
I am no one special,
Love
you guys.
it, Miss Hope. And I also want to thank her mentors, Rose Guerrero and Chris King, for mentoring her, who are also superstar regional directors in Fresno. The whole Fresno group down there, you know, I love you guys. Done so many great things, so many people. And the whole team down there is receptive to help anybody and everybody. So with that being said today, I'll see everybody tonight at 6:00 p.m. Mr. Paylon, thank you so much. Happy hour tonight. Bring your favorite libations. And Mr. Sam also make sure you hear Miss Belinda Batiste. Make sure you get your new people. Anybody got new this week, get it to Mr. Bree Clemens so we can put it on the screen to make people feel important. And not only that, appreciate it. And so many people go through life not being appreciated. And I'll tell you what, we're here to appreciate people, and especially like people like Miss Evelyn Phipps, who just gave you some straight talk on what she does to build her business and done well. And that's why she wouldn't pay cash for a brand new car. But there, we ain't gonna talk about that because she keeps it simple. God bless you all, Miss Evelyn Phipps. Anything else you want to say before we end the call, superstar?
You know what? Friday, follow up Friday. Get on that list of people, even if they saw it a month ago. I tell people, I go back to people for a year ago and I go, yeah, we talked. I met you like 6 months ago. They don't remember. People don't remember what they did yesterday. And they start, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, you know, so just follow up. You're going to, one is going to come in. Don't worry about it.
God bless you.
Bye, everybody. Have a great weekend.
Thank you. God bless everybody. Tonight at 6:00 for happy hour.